It's payback time for Bristol, Britain's second wealthiest city. Its wealth derived from the slave and tobacco trades, and a wealth held on to tightly during the 1980s when the Thatcher government was encouraging the sale of council houses.
There's a revolution going on, the sort that Bristol's good at. Just at the end of 2010, the whole United Kingdom only had 45 megawatts of solar. 14 months later, we had a gigawatt, over 20 times as much. Partly, this was because the government wanted that to happen and had generous incentives. Partly, the technology costs dropped a lot. Partly, it's a revolution whose time's come. And it's not just a revolution in energy, it's a social revolution as well.
Here in Lockleys, the community have shown a fantastic appetite for working together. This is classed as a fuel poverty area, meaning that households need to spend more than 10% of their income on fuel. 300 residents from both private and public houses have shown a keen interest to join in this fantastic new pilot scheme.
So Streets of Solar, it's a wow Lockleys project as far as I see it, and so it's something that they've got that other places haven't got, and it's often marked as a forgotten community, and this is a way of saying, look, we're here, we're here.
The plan for the church is that we have a huge cross made out of solar panels on our roof that will hopefully go away to producing electricity for the cooperative in Lockleys. I'd like a cross that's visible from space if at all possible.
Yeah, I'm from Hengrove in South Bristol, and I would be most excited if this scheme would happen with us. It'd be great if it can go to our side of the city, not just for council tenants obviously, but for everybody.
There's room for 700 megawatts of power, solar power, on the roofs of Bristol. That's the equivalent of quite a substantial power station.
A cooperative of solar installers has come together to help fit the panels using local labour. This means that the money stays in the local community.
Lockleys, they consider themselves as a deprived community, very much in what the government calls fuel poverty, so affected by that. And they see this as a great opportunity to actually be able to participate in something that so far has been claimed to be very much a middle class sort of thing to do.
It's now got a life of its own. The installer co-op has come together in order to actually make this a reality, but it started off very much as something that was discussed within the solar group and is very much championed by the solar group as a flagship project for just what we can do in Bristol.
Eventually, as the revolution spreads, people will be given the opportunity to study at the UK's first free green university, taking a bachelor's or master's degree in sustainable cities.
So those students, the people who are doing this, are learning the new skills for a green economy. In a university, they'll be doing work which is for credit, they'll be learning the theoretical side of it, and at the same time, there'll be a core of personal community development, how to innovate, how to be an entrepreneur. So people are going to learn about the green revolution by installing Bristol's solar power. The solar install, just that 300 million of the labour for the solar install, could put 5,000 young people through a university.